hola, and thank you for finding me here at my YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, fun and informative vlogs about this resort where I've lived for over 25 years now, so please come along and join me on my regular Spanglish adventures and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of my brand new content in the future. Today's video takes you for an extensive look around the out-of-town shopping centre of La Marina in Finistrat, where you can discover a wealth of shops spread over 2 air-conditioned levels. And I'll also be bringing you lots of info on the local buses which will take you there and their current prices, so let's get started. So in the retail park of La Marina you'll find such well-known names as Guess, H&M, Swarovski and C&A, which yes, still exist in Spain, along with Mango, Zara and Jack & Jones to name but a few. There are also numerous places to stop for a drink and a bite to eat in between retail therapy, with a whole upper outdoor level to enjoy with views out over to Benidorm and well beyond, so if you fancy a change of scene for the day, why not head out to this large complex and have a look for yourself. If you're arriving by car, there is a large underground car park, and with this complex having grown and expanded outwards over the years, you could easily spend a day around this whole area, exploring lots of different homeware, furniture, clothes and discount shops as well, and of course it's an ideal place to head for on days that are slightly cooler or even damp. The footage began as I got off the bus at the entrance to the Centro Comercial, or shopping centre of La Marina, having travelled all the way from Benidorm's Rincon de Loix. From the Rincon, the bus then travels through the new town and onto Benidorm's Centro bus stop, meaning centre, which can be found on Calle Esperanto on the cusp of the old town, and more or less opposite the 4-star Hotel Madeira Centro. Virtually all buses on the network stop at this location, so once you've found it, you're pretty much sorted. At bus stops or shelters there's usually a QR code sticker so you can track when the next bus is due to arrive, or occasionally there's an LED screen too, although these are more regularly out of order or not completely correct. But at the Centro stop there is both, along with lots of brightly coloured bench seating, so ideal if you have a short wait before your favoured bus arrives. But be warned, this journey to the shopping centre is quite lengthy, with a route taking about 55 minutes from start to finish from the centre, or just over an hour if you get on at the Rincon de Loix, so be prepared to sit tight for a while if you're taking this cheap but more lengthy mode of transport. You can of course also take a taxi or hire a car yourself, but as long as you're in no hurry, the bus to me is always the best option. The local buses in Benidorm are all run by the Avanza group, with most of the fleet being blue, but with other stock now having been added, which sport red, green and white livery instead. Information on all the lines can be found easily on the group's website, which you can find by searching Avanza Bus Benidorm, and that's spelled A-V-A-N-Z-A, and you can change the language to English on the webpage by clicking the British flag at the top right hand corner of your screen, whether you're on a PC, tablet, laptop or mobile phone. Alternatively, you can download their app, but even for locals this takes some getting used to, and in my opinion the website is just that little bit easier to navigate. Local trips cost just €1.60 when bought at full price, but hang on, I am going to tell you about an even more inexpensive option in a minute as well, and fares are valid for the whole one-way journey, with no return ticket option available as it would be in the UK. So this makes it even simpler, as there's no need to tell the driver where you're travelling to, just hop on and buy your tickets simply by stating how many you need, i.e. uno or dos in your best Spanish, or just putting your fingers up to indicate the amount you need, and you're done. When you're ready to get off, just press one of the red stop buttons dotted around the bus, which will activate the LED screen at the front of the vehicle, showing the words Parada Solicitada, which literally just means stop requested. Please be aware, however, that in Spain, unlike back home, you get on at the front of the bus, then exit from the centre of the bus where the folding doors are situated. So don't try and head back out the way you came, or not only will you be causing obstruction for the travellers trying to get on, but you'll probably get a bit of an earful from the driver as well as other local passengers too. So, how to save even more euros? Well, if you're a frequent visitor to Benidorm or think that you'll take a fair amount of trips whilst here, it may be worth considering buying a bus saver card called Tarjeta Bus. This can be bought from the driver for the small initial outlay of €2, which is a one-off amount with the card having no expiry date on it, and then you can top it up with credit with the driver in multiples of €10 at a time. Please note this card is sometimes referred to as the Bono card on social media, which is technically incorrect, although I'm sure the driver would still understand you. And also be aware that you only need to purchase one card per person, couple or group, so don't go buying one each, it isn't necessary, even though it is only just a couple of euros. Once you have your card, from then on you'll be entitled to a discount on every single journey you take, and whilst this can be just as little as 16 cents per trip, I still took advantage of this scheme many years ago because every little helps, as the famous supermarket ad says. However, for the last few years, the bus company has been offering a huge discount per ticket, especially on the line that I took today, the number 2 and the number 10 route, which takes you out to the neighbouring towns and villages, with one-way journeys costing just 86 cents, representing a great discount, as I'm sure you'll agree. And this certainly makes some trips a complete no-brainer, even the case of small journeys, as who wouldn't pay just 75 odd pence for a bus ride rather than walk around for miles. Other bus routes still offer the smaller discount of just 16 cents, making those trips cost €1.44. To use your Tarjeta bus card, every time you get on the bus, simply hand your card to the driver, who'll tap it against his automated machine to record your journey. Sometimes the driver will indicate for you to do this yourself, but don't worry, it's really no more difficult than tapping the card against the machine at about shoulder height, once for each passenger, and then you're good to go. Always take your ticket from the machine with you as proof of purchase, remembering that this must be carried with you until the end of your journey, so don't be tempted to put it in the bin the minute you get on, as ticket inspectors do sometimes get on the bus and ask to look. The ticket also shows you the price you've paid for the trip, as well as stating how much remaining credit you have left, so you know when you need to top it up again or are running low, and it's really as straightforward as that. The card can be used for all local journeys, as these are intercity lines, or líneas interurbanas as they call them here in Spain, which could be simply up and down the long stretch of the Avenida del Mediterráneo to save a bit of walking, or from one side of town to the other, or maybe even further afield to other transport hubs such as the central bus station or the tram station. You can also venture out to the Marina shopping centre and other retail outlets out of town, as we're doing today, or as mentioned, the outlying towns and villages of Alfaz del Pi, Albir and Altea, so why not check out the routes available online and have a great day out sightseeing or just a change of scene for next to no money at all. You can also travel to the beautiful mountain village of Guadalest using your card, or the waterfalls at Algar, but these journeys, being longer and out into the countryside, are understandably a little bit more expensive. However, you still receive a discount on them, which again is quite a significant saving, so why shell out for a coach trip along with 50 other people when you can buy a card, hop on the bus and do it yourself. All the buses are fairly comfortable, regular and obviously extremely well priced, and while they used to offer free Wi-Fi, I can never get connected to it anymore, so I wouldn't bother trying with any great effort. So I'll now leave you to wander around the shopping centre complex with me, noting that the scrum of Christmas shoppers had not yet arrived, thank goodness, as I arrived just after it opened at 10 a.m, and I hope you enjoy this retail wander and that the info on the buses was helpful too, and that this is somewhere that you might consider when you're next here in Benidorm. If you want to find out about some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, then why not check out my great series of vlogs giving you an unbiased look inside and out. Just search YouTube, Fly on the Wall, followed by the name of the hotel you're looking for, and all the info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. If you have enjoyed watching and listening with me today, then please consider becoming a subscriber, as well as checking out some of my many other vlogs, which include detailed street and beachfront walks, reviews on lots of Benidorm's most popular hotels with a secret fly-on-the-wall look inside and out, as well as lots of footage of new bars, businesses, current building work, as well as tons of local info, news and updates. If you'd like to visit one of the local towns or villages close to Benidorm, and which can mostly be reached by bus or tram, then check out my series of vlogs on YouTube. Just search Benidorm and Beyond Neighbours, followed by where you fancy going, and all the footage and info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. Also, feel free to drop me a line in the comments section if there's something or somewhere you'd particularly like me to include in the future, and I'll see what I can do. I'll see you out and about next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Every view and comment counts, I promise, and is much appreciated. Bye for now, hasta luego, and catch you again soon. Cheers!